Hello, everyone. My name is Wendell, and I want to thank you for joining us in another day of living in this new realm of living. I will share with you uh, some of the people who already live in this new realm of living with me every day. And during the first podcast I made, I informed you that I knew some wonderful and some amazing people that I talk with on a day-to-day basis. And these people have so much they want to share with others. Now, I want to introduce you to an extraordinary person, one of the extraordinary persons, people who live in this extraordinary world with me every day. So, without any further ado, let me introduce you to ERIN GLIDDEN. Hello, Erin. What do you
Hi,
have?
Wendell.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing today?
Doing very well. So, I will have some questions for you today, and what products or services are you bringing into this new realm of living with us today?
Okay. Well, first, I'd like to say thank you, Wendell. You are so kind. I loved your opening. It is really my honor and pleasure to be here with a God man of your stature. You yourself are an amazing inspiration to many, and you always light up the room. This is very true. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be here, first and foremost. I'm bringing my art to the civilization of the universe. That's what I bring. This is what I bring to the new realm, as you call it. My art has always been a salvation for me. It lifts me out of the anti-civilization. It literally lifts me out of the anti-civilization. It's when I create it, when I think about it, when I'm doing it, when I'm enjoying it and looking at it, it lifts me out of the anti-civilization. I have always known that color has immense healing properties to it, and art is healing. And I knew that there was a science behind all of that because it heals me. It makes me happy. It puts me in just a different space. And I can't say it enough. It lifts me out of that mortal, ugly anti-civilization. And I'm gonna explain this how I see it. I feel my artwork is straight out of like the fifth dimension and higher. And I bring it to this realm. It's through my hands, and I try to put it on the canvas and put it there so that I can just like live in it and be in it. Um, Everything is energy, and observing and enjoying artwork will change your vibration. Your colors resonate at different frequencies. And if you focus on positive high vibration, you will align with that higher vibration. And that's just how it is. So there is a science behind it. And that is why people feel emotion when they see art. I intentionally put myself in a super high consciousness and a super high vibration every time I'm about to do art and when I'm thinking about it, and especially when I'm doing it. That is, I put my intent on it, I focus my mind on it, and I send that energy through my hands, and I do this, and this is how I feel like it's healing myself, I guess. Before and during, and my intent is to put the frequency on the canvas, and I believe that that is effective, and it absolutely happens. And also through the law of attraction, like the scenery around me reflects some really awesome photographs. I'm very good at photography. I can get some really amazing images. Sunrises are one of my favorites. I love doing that.
Yeah,
I have been
I've seen.
yeah, I love it.
Go ahead. I've seen some of them. They are outstanding. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I have been taking pictures of the supermoon lately as well. That's been a little inspiring, but the sunrises are my type. They're my thing. That's like I live for that part of the day. There's just the canvas is just amazing. The sky lights up in the most vibrant colors, things you couldn't ever imagine. Sometimes I look out at the sunrises and I think this is not even, is this possible? Can there really be this many colors and this much beauty and majesty there? And it changes like with every second. So I can look out there and then blink and boom, there's another shade of purple or gold or like almost like a bright salmon red. I mean, it's just amazing. But we can it kind of, the law of attraction kind of reflects your environment. If you have a rainy day kind of mood, then you're probably going to get lots of rainy day pictures. We can control one thing, and that's the power of our thoughts. We need to stay in a positive mental attitude. That's huge. That is very huge. It takes a lot. The anti-civilization will constantly try to bring you out of that positive mental attitude, and they're always going to try to bring you down. But if you stay in that, and your frequency will be higher, and it's to do that it makes you a very capable being if you can actually do that. And it's the positive mental attitude is actually something Napoleon Hill wrote about as well. He talked about the importance of this, and that it's difficult too. It requires eternal vigilance. It really does, because lots of things can, bring you down or get you feeling upset, but it requires eternal vigilance, and it's absolutely worth it when you do it. And it gets easier. It's never going to be easy completely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it gets easier.
Hold on. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have some of your artwork and stuff to show us today, or do you want to do this another way of setting it up to where you can just get all your artwork set out, and I would like to come back and do another one right back, behind you, and meet with you and to see all of your work. So. Okay.
Right. Well, I brought a lot of it right now, and I went in and did it, but I wasn't able to get good signal there. But I do have some that I can show you right now.
Yes.
Let's see. I can show it on the screen. I have them live here, but I'm not able to really hold them up. So I'm going to show you a few of them, and then I'll hold a couple of them up to see if it actually gets them. Yeah, hang on. Let's see.
Okay.
Are you seeing these?
Yes, very clearly.
That's one of my favorite ones that I'm showing right now. I love this one. Whoop. This one feels very Zon. It's like she's in the universe and she's just like blowing happiness into the air.
So a good thing too, I would like too, is that when you do show them all,
Yeah.
and for you to give us what was you thinking, and what are you seeing, and when you are improving your thoughts and showing that you are transitioning yourself out of the anti-civilization and coming into this new realm of living, and tell us how to walk in and how you have walked into it through your pictures, so we can get a better view of what you see, these beautiful pictures, that you can tell us how to change our mind over to seeing what you see. That'll help us.
Okay. Well, like I said, eternal vigilance. You've got to start thinking positive all the time and recognize, don't take it personally. The anti-civilization is going to constantly try to bring you down. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. It's you stop taking it personally. You recognize that that's just what they do, and you don't care anymore. You realize that your job is to make sure that they do not do that. And one way to do that is to surround yourself with beautiful artwork. So in my mind, I'm always thinking about the next piece I'm going to do, or I'm thinking about color, things like that. And I think it's so important to not take things personally. That is one of the key things.
So you have learned to think in pictures more.
I have. I think in color, and I think in pictures. When I think of a mood, I think of what color it is. What color is my mood, or something like this painting that I'm showing you right now. That's a very carefree thought right there, with like, that was a fun painting. There's a lot of paint on that, actually. Yeah, color and texture. Texture is big. Here's another one of my favorites. She's just dancing and happy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
I'll show you the one that I did as an inspiration to one of my sunrises and to one of the you see, it takes a lot to do these, but what I put a lot of thought into it. In this particular one here, it's not going to show the full thing on your screen. I was inspired by a sunrise photo that I had and an article or a short story that I read in the Prime Cure in the Prime literature called Irreplaceable Youth. Author Mark Hamilton wrote that and put it in the Prime literature. And it talked about like them being in a cove with like orange and pink sun. His was a sunset, but I was inspired by the sunrise and his story. So I started painting it and I just kept that. I read it right before I painted it and I kept the picture and this is what I came up with. And it pretty much reflects exactly the way the picture came out. And then there was these like wispy things coming out of the sky that I painted up here and it came out pink. And it just, I don't know, I'll show you another picture of some wispy things. It was similar to that, but this one looked like a bird or wings just coming up. So I did that. But I was inspired by Irreplaceable Youth in the Prime Cure. And a lot of my work, because it takes a lot to do canvas art, a lot goes into it with a lot of materials, making it expensive, and it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of thought, it's large, and then it becomes expensive. So I was reading the Prime Cure, and in Mark's 12 visions, I think it was a 10th vision, he talked about how the geniuses of society would come and make everybody be able to afford things that were previously not affordable, that only millionaires could have. So I thought an original piece of art is something that, you know, people could afford now if I put them on a bookmark. So I created book art bookmarks and then I brought those.
Tell us about them.
Book art bookmarks. Yeah, they're original pieces of art. And now people can actually own an original piece of art and not have the expense of buying a huge canvas or something. And I've actually got a business proposal in there to partner with Mark Hamilton on this pending. So that's in the works too. Here are a few of the bookmarks. Some of them have the Prime Law. My work is, I think, a lot of the civilization of the universe, and I'm very inspired by neothink. So you will see a lot of them say Zon, or you'll see the keys, like the 2 key and the 1 key. So whatever I'm thinking about reflects with the art that I'm doing, and you'll see a lot of that. This is the cove again. This is the bookmark that I created while I created that same canvas with that short story, Irreplaceable Youth, that's in the Prime Cure on page 796, I believe. And I was just so inspired when I was doing the canvas that I had to put it on a bookmark. I wasn't done. After I finished the canvas, I had to do it on a bookmark. And I love it. It's my favorite one so far. This bookmark is. The other bookmarks were done with oil paints. And this is the only one that I did with acrylic paint because I just had to have the texture. I had to have everything. And it just had to come out similar to the thing. So, it's got like a little key on there also and has the little suede tassel. So even talking about my art, it gets my vibration up.
It's the God woman in you. That's all it is. So you're expressing how you express your God woman and how broad your comprehension has become as far as reaching inside of life and putting pictures and ideas together from a person who really uses her mind very well out here. You sound very, very enlightened as a God woman. I tell you, I must say that to you. You show that in your pictures and your drawings. So
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Anything else you want to tell us on how a person can get in touch with you for, don't need any phone numbers, but any kind of emails or something that you would like to share with people so they can get in touch with you, because I'm sure we're going to do a backup on this too to see where you're at down the road with it as well, because we're just now introducing it to the larger population now. So I'd like to come back another time. But in the meantime, do you have anything else you want to share? Anything?
Well, everything that I showed you and much more is actually on my Instagram account. So if you are on the Neothink Movement website, just go to my profile and you will find that link to that account right there. Also, let's see, you could find, I can put the link in the comments after, once you do post the podcast. I could put the link to my Instagram account in there. It's Alter Ego Designs, ERIN GLIDDEN Originals. I don't know if you'll find it if you search it, you might. But I will certainly put that link inside of the comments below after you post this to make sure that everybody has a way to get there. But if you are in the Neothink Movement website, just go to my profile, ERIN GLIDDEN, and it'll be right there and you can pop in there. And I'm adding things as we speak. So we've got, some of my original canvases, and also there's a lot of the photographs, the sunrises, the moon, the blue moon, and the red rock one. That's one of my favorites. So that's where you can find all that stuff, and I'm adding to it daily.
And I know we're going to hear a lot more from you and see a lot more of your designs and pictures as you go, God woman, because I know you are inspired to really. Do you have any one other question I want to ask though? If someone wanted to use you as a mentor to help learn more about creative art, so that they can reach you through that web link as well?
Yes. So yeah, talk to me through the Instagram if that's what you're interested in. I would like to know if people are interested in that, because I have in my plans an art class, but I would only be accepting students who are serious about, kind of like civilization of the universe and positive and self-development, really, because I can't really do anything without thinking of positivity and self-development. So I'm willing to, teach art and teach like the color and how this is helping me and how this is lifting my vibration and raising my frequency and help you raise your frequency. If that's something that you were like committed to do, self-development and, better yourself and society, because that's what I'm all about. Every single day, every single moment, I think about the sea of you and moving completely away, disconnecting 100% from the anti-civilization and connecting completely to the civilization of the universe. I think of the values that I can create for society, how I can help myself and then help society. And I do this 24/7. Like I said, it requires eternal vigilance. So it's taking effort. But when you put effort into something, then you do get results. And that's what I'm finding anyway. I don't waste my time with negativity and I don't waste my time with excuses. So, so if people are willing to put the effort in, I would like to get a class together and start doing something like that. I have it all built in my head anyway. I'm just, waiting for the right time to bring it in, when I have, the everything set up right. The structure's there. I know how it's going to go and everything. But if there is an interest for it, I'd be interested to know too, So there's also anybody on the Neothink Movement website, please just contact me through the little chat that we have. So you can contact me through there, and you can also, see my Instagram. The link is right there. And anybody else who's not on the Neothink website yet, the movement website yet, just talk to me through Instagram and we'll see what we can, do positively together to better ourselves and better society and integrate more with the civilization of the universe.
Well, can I paraphrase you? Let me see if I can paraphrase what all you said. In other words, she don't do ordinary and normal. She's an extraordinary. Extraordinary. So just to put it, she don't do ordinary and normal, nor do I. And into this civilization of the universe, which will travel roads of living inside this new realm of living. It's just a pathway to it. And this is my way of sharing it where I can help bring all other members and people who want to come in and join this civilization of the universe. And it's a new realm that we walk in. And so this is me clearing a path that helps people see the way in. And when you come in, you'll meet more people like this extraordinary lady here, this God woman. So there'll be others, God men and God women you will run across who have a lot of ideas. And ERIN, anything else you want to tell me? Anything else you want to tell us today?
Well, I'm just very grateful for you, Wendell. You are a bright light and an inspiration to many. You always make everybody feel happy when you start to talk. You really try to get that high vibration and maintain it and stay in it as well. And that's obvious. Your effort is there. You're a wonderful person and you add great value to society. And I thank you very much for all that you do, Wendell.
And let's follow up. Let's do another follow up soon. Let me know when you want to do something different and you want to add more that because this is just the first round with us, and by the time that we really look into this and really want to grow more into who we are, becoming the person we were meant to be, living the life we are meant to live, I'm sure you'll have some other beautiful ideas and insights for us.
I'll add one more thing, Wendell. I didn't show you this yet. This is my designer birdhouses.
Okay.
Now these are gonna say the 12 Visions party. So these will be clubhouse birdhouses. So these are TVP clubhouse birdhouses. And I don't know, they're pretty cool. They're not, we're actually on the phone. Thank you though, I appreciate it.
She's in a meeting.
So these are, sorry, it's okay. They love the art. They want to see it more. They want to buy it right now. Can I have that, please? So this is the birdhouse clubhouse. So that's going to be one of them. And I've got another one right here. Here's another one. So can't you see these at the clubhouses and everybody putting their initials on them? Or, see, this is it's my artistic flair. I just can't stop it. It just keeps coming out. Here's another one. It says surf's up.
Very good. Very good. That's interesting.
That's all. I just had to add that fun little thing because they were out and ready.
That's the clubhouse concept. Okay, I got you. We got to build.
Yeah, little designer clubhouse birdhouses. And what I mean is they can be specialized and we could put initials on them. If anybody has a clubhouse, whatever state they're in, they could have their state and their clubhouse put on it. So that's basically what that is. I just have fun.
Yes, I see that. And a lot of fun you do have, huh? You have a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's true when I tell you that the artwork actually lifts me out of the anti-civilization when I'm doing it, when I'm looking at it, and all of it. So.
Very good. Very good.
And that's your Friday night essence. Once you find your Friday night essence, you will feel that also.
Yeah. And I would love to have had you spend more time with. You are wonderful when it comes to teaching the mini day. That concept, that's the one that I really, really, when you're talking, I hear mini day coming through your voice. So
yeah.
And I would like to have other people learn to connect and tune in because you wear it and carry it very well. So to me, when you was introducing your art, I was hearing all those many days you was putting together. So that's what I have learned to connect with you with, because that's the one thing that you do well defining is a mini day. So I see all the many days that you have put into doing all that artwork. I can see how you came up with being able to describe it so clearly now. So I got a better understanding. Yeah. Okay.
So, you take a project, you power think it, and then you shoot it into different physical movements and you schedule it throughout the day and week. Mini day magic, baby. That's what I like to call it.
You want to say any more
And
about
it
that?
works.
You want to say any more about that? Because I love hearing you talk about that too.
Well, when you start to do your mini day, it's a very transformational process. You go from being scattered about and, having great ideas. But as soon as you could take 5 different projects and do them all at once in the same week. But if you didn't have the mini day, you wouldn't be able to get one of them done. So that's the power of the mini day. The mini day that Mark Hamilton provided us with, that tool was the most amazing tool around. When you power that with power thinking, it's gold. Because once you learn that and get that down, you can start to juggle like 5 or 6 different projects expertly, have them finished and have them cooking on the back burner while your next one's being built. And you know perfectly well that it was done very nicely and it's perfect and it's ready for when it's scheduled to be dealt with. That is the power of the mini day. And I could go into that more, but I don't want to, make the podcast too long. We'll lose everybody's attention.
So we only have a few minutes left here. So any final words before closing? Because again, like I say, I want you to come back another time since this is just our first meeting together out in public. We talk every day and we communicate every day, but I want the world to know you. I want the world to know that there's so much inside of you that you have to give to others. And sometimes you run across some people, they have that special gift and they need to be out there. So you have it, and I want society to hear that side, your side of how to live a productive life. So now I want you to come back another time soon, so we can share this some more. So, any final words before we close for this podcast?
With whatever you do and with your positive mental attitude, perseverance. Persevere no matter what. Don't take it personally if the anti-civilization is trying to bring you down. Everything that happens to you that is difficult is a chance for you to find the gold in that and turn yourself into a better person. Because every time something difficult does happen to you, there is gold in there, because you can turn that into something amazing. You can create beautiful artwork. You can just, roll over and cry. And if you do that, don't come to my art classes. But if you want to persevere, you will be shining. Just positive mental attitude. That's what it's all about. And even if the person sitting next to you is a difficult person to be around, you can overcome that too. And it just takes perseverance. This is true no matter where you are. Just do it. It's worth it. Requires eternal vigilance, and it's worth it.
And you heard that from ERIN personally. So listen, I want to say, well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody has heard a wonderful introduction of ERIN and her products, what she's doing to change life. And so this is also part of the new realm of living we're in. And she brought all these products with her. So once you come inside this new realm of living, you have ERIN standing at the door waiting on you to greet you with her wonderful products. So this does conclude this podcast. Stay tuned for others, and there will be other people that I will invite to come in and share their wonderful products as well, because I know a lot of wonderful, extraordinary people. They're not normal. ERIN is not normal and ordinary. Believe me, she just gave us
Nope.
a small version of it. She's more extraordinary than you can imagine, because I spend time with her every day, basically every day, talking with her. So I know a lot more, and she's a wonderful person to get to know. So thank y'all for joining us in this podcast. And ERIN, I will see you in the next meeting. I'll see you.
Okay. See you soon. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
It was fun. Bye.
Listen, okay, I want to call you. Let's talk. Can you call me when you finish this?
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna put this, put the artwork back where I found it because it's all stacked up here. I couldn't show it to you very easily, so. But I'll call you in about 20 minutes.
okay, be great. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Was awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. See you soon.
All right.